how as leaders can we lead these millennials who are going through life unsure of identity?
I think probably millennials measure identity in three things. The first is narrative, which we mentioned a moment ago. Narrative, because they are a narrative generation, and almost every form of information has some narrative attached as it comes to them. So when they go for a job, there's plenty of evidence now that they're not just thinking, how much will you pay me? Or how many paid vacation days will I get? They're thinking, how can this job give me a better story to tell about myself? How can your network of connections, the experiences you're giving me, help me tell a better story about who I am? So narrative is one. Altruism is another. 93% of American consumers now say that they would much rather buy from a company that believes in a cause they care about. And the number's even higher among millennials. And that's where fair trade coffee came from. Millennials saying, we want to know when we consume, we're also activists. We're not just consumers. This is an activist action here. We're wanting to know we're doing good for someone out there in Africa or China or somewhere else. So altruism's another one. And we can offer all three, by the way, as Christian leaders. And the third one is trust. Because millennials are a much more nurtured generation than either of the two that went before them. I know I'm speaking generally now, and there are exceptions to this, but they're much better parented than Generation X or Boomers were before them. And because of that, they put a premium on trust. They expect that if I'm given the right tools, I should be allowed to get on with the job and not be micromanaged all the time. That's why they're driving the search for a new ethic in society. It's the millennials driving that, because they put a premium on trust. And so they see their identity as, in part, about how much trust I'm being shown here. How much trust is my youth leader putting in me when he or she gives me something to do? That's a key factor in shaping my sense of identity.